Around here, this is more than a game. It's family, it's culture, it's legacy. A community that understands the work, respects the grind, and honors the journey. From the hardwood to the highlight moments, to every player chasing greatness. This is where passion grows, where fans become family, where standards are protected, where women's basketball lives. Welcome to Everybody Loves JuJu 12.
Welcome back, everybody. It's your girl JuJu with Everybody Loves JuJu 1-2 Talks Hoop, and you are watching a live chat watch party. You watch the game at home. I watch the game at home. You come and join us here in the chat. Pull up, make comments in the chat. I'll read them. Take a look at them. Today we have a great day today. Today pretty much is going to be the meat, but almost the beginning of the meat and potatoes of the SEC lineup and matchup, and it's going to be a good one. I'm going to be looking at SC and Kentucky. I have a multi-view in front of me right now with the let's see. I see SC and Kentucky. I'm on ESPN, watching it from ESPN, and then I believe I can also see the Wildcats of Kansas and the Cowgirls. My bad, you guys. I don't even know who the Cowgirls are. Let's see. And then I have another screen. And on my phone, I have the Big Ten. So you see me glance over, looking at the Big Ten, UCLA, and Washington. Can you imagine if it was USC playing today with the outcome of what happened with Jazzy Davidson needing an MRI? It would have been just, I don't even know how we would have got through that against UCLA. So, there's a silver lining in everything. There's a blessing in disguise. We're not built for it to go deeply into our tournament. But I'm going to continue to still cover obviously, hoops, because I love hoops. So I'm going to continue to watch, continue to see what these girls are up to and what they're going to do. So I got the Oklahoma and the Wildcats on one multi-view, and the Big 12 with their new glass floor that they're playing on. And then I have SC Kentucky about to tip off below. Up in the left-hand corner is a commercial. Can't see what that's going to be, but I do see the jump in the tip with UCLA and Washington. So here we go, guys. At some points, because I'm having construction in my home being done right now, I may have to turn my sound down, but I'll be reading your comments. What's going on, Sports Love? Thanks for joining. Thanks for, as you should. I'm an LSU fan. I'm a fan of all of women's basketball. Absolutely. Kansas State and Oklahoma's tipping off, starting Kenny Brooks, the jump ball for Kentucky, SC. Who you got between Kentucky and SC? Good morning, Mondo. Who you got, Kentucky or SC? And then Kansas State is one part of my multi-view with Oklahoma State. And then I think the next game that's getting ready to start, I can't tell. It looks like they're showing me highlights of Duke. And then I got UCLA and Washington on my phone. So let's get it. Thanks for joining. Thanks for pulling up, getting up. I'm so glad you guys are here. SC, but I think it will be a great game. You got SC, Mondo? Kentucky might have their legs. Well, we'll see. Isn't it funny? Like I actually give Kentucky a shot. I'm actually giving, not because I'm hating on South Carolina. I just worry about the depth of Carolina guys and playing back to back. That's all it's about. It's just, I'm trying to be a realist about it. I'm not trying to pick on, South Carolina, because one of the things I love is they somehow find a way to pull things out. That's what cracks me up. Eladine just scored for Washington. They got the first bucket against the Bruins. And stranger things happen in these tournaments, and it's all because of in my opinion, back to back, it's brutal on their bodies. It's brutal for us West Coasters. And I'm not making excuses, but a lot of what I've seen with SC had to do with the challenge of we just finished playing the Bruins. We had a couple of days to get across to get across the states and perform, which for us is 9 o'clock in the morning, which means you have to be up by 6:37. I know the routine, but and you're playing a game at 9 a.m. and they just didn't look fully awake. 2-2 for UCLA in Washington. Okay, so we're gonna pick the Gophers over the Buckeyes. Oh, really? Okay, Mondo. Okay. Duke is up 40 over Clemson. So far an ACC tournament, looking like Clemson wasn't ready, but Clemson did really well. Good upset to even get here. So congratulations to them. I know where you're coming from with the Minnesota team. I absolutely do. I just think that Jelani has and the Cambridge sisters have something to prove, and I think they weren't up to the task last year against us, but against UCLA in the Big Ten tournament. But I think they're a different team this year. Yeah, these conference teams be brutal. Back-to-back games is no joke. I mean, you got so many nicks and bruises in there. If I were them, I would get right into the ice tub after a game and get some rest. They take shower, they eat, they might take a nap, and then they're back in the film, and then they got to get, go to sleep and get ready if they can't even fall asleep. What's up, Chicago? Yeah, here we go. So I was telling everybody, Chicago, who do you have? I got Clemson losing to Duke right now. I got Kansas State 7-4 against Oklahoma State Cowboys, and then I got on another screen Kentucky 3-1 against South Carolina. And I got on my other screen 4-2 UCLA winning over Washington. At the moment, it's only 4-2. Late Kentucky. I'm telling you guys, like I told them when I said Chicago was that because it is back to back and it's brutal. I don't know. I think Kentucky has more depth than South Carolina, but of course everybody feels South Carolina should win because they're pretty tough and they make a lot of. I think they make pretty good adjustments, but you run out of gas, you run out of gas. Okay, let's just call it what it is. It's not going to be easy for them. No, I'm going with the Blue Devils. I picked them at the beginning of the season to win the Ace. You did? You picked Duke to win it? I was loving the way I was loving the way Louisville was looking. And I'm shocked that Louisville's kind of like crumbling. They're young still. They're a little bit young. The girls, Taj and Kinley and Imani Berry. Like, I feel like they have what it takes. Look at Tessa. With oh my God, Tessa! What the hell is that? She blew the layup. Great steal though. I think Medina Okot, I think she's gonna have. If she has a big game against these trees of Kentucky, she's sealing her draft. She's showing me that she's in the top first round. This is a good team for her to play with other bigs. Joyce, all the way down. Joyce up, pass. Oh my God, Tanaya. You got bailed out. Tony Morgan, you almost had that. Look, y'all. South Carolina to beat Kentucky. Okay, I don't know, Chicago. We'll see. I think they're gonna make it. I think Kentucky gonna make it hella interesting. Probably ask you again at halftime what you think. 9-3, South Carolina. What do you think about how Kara Lawson turned this team around? Because, they was looking like dog water for a long time. I was like, what the heck is going on with Duke? But I love it because people expect everything to be tight and crisp and well put together early in a season. And sometimes a coach is really trying to find a rhythm and a chemistry and a rotation and who's ready to play and who's not. And they just I was thinking maybe because she was coaching a USA team this summer and then she did the training camp, but she did the training camp at Duke, so that helped her out. But I was thinking like maybe her absence kind of affected the team. He gonna call timeout in a 1 minute. Well, maybe not. It's 11-6. He doesn't necessarily have to call timeout. Look at Raven on Tony Morgan. I wanted to see that. Pop that shot, girl. Where you driving to? Okay. Oh, then you missed it. Reverse layup. You did all that to do that, bro. Ooh. Is that Maddie? Go ahead, Maddie. What's up, Donovan? Once Riley Nelson entered the starting lineup with Jaden Donovan got hurt, they started winning. I noticed that too, Donovan. I don't know if you remember, Riley Nelson came over from the Big Ten. She was injured, and she's now with Kentucky. Riley Nelson is in the class of JuJu in now. And Riley Nelson was a Big Ten. I started to pay attention to her and find out who she was. She's a good player. I mean, I suppose when she's healthy. 13-8. Not bad at all. Pop the shot. I'm driving. Shoot the shot. Look, take her out from Kentucky. She keep passing up the shot for whatever she's going for. Why does she keep trying to drive? Yeah, Donovan, I think she was at right. I think she was at Maryland. But she was in our conference. I mean, it wasn't my conference at the time. I was back, USC was Pac-12. So I traced her a couple months ago and I said, wait a minute. She's a 2027 class. Where did she come from? And because I don't remember her from no Virginia Tech or no Kentucky. And sure enough, she came from the Big Ten and slid over to Duke. And you're right. I think when she stepped in, because I have not been happy with Jaden Donovan's. I don't know if it's Jaden Donovan's fault. I feel like she hasn't developed super athletic. I don't know if she's being played right. That's a foul. Looking at Oklahoma State and Kansas State. Clemson. That was Clemson and Duke. I looked up 44-19, 12-8 Kansas State's over at Oklahoma State. Commercial. It's tied up with UCLA and Washington. Oh, I'm worried about UCLA. I don't feel like they're like a team that is like tight, like methodical, like UConn, like disciplined, like the type of team that's like they don't take control of the tempo. They don't take control. They don't intimidate anybody to be as high as they are. I think people that go into UCLA feeling like they can beat them, and they don't have any. They don't have a. I don't look at them and go, if I were a team, I wouldn't look at them like I'm intimidated by UCLA. Like you see a 6'7" senior, like Lauren Betts, who is, arguably one of the best centers in the country. And so I feel like she doesn't intimidate you or dominate you to where like she can take over a game. She doesn't have that. So it's like a team of like a lot of weapons. And so people come into the game actually taking the lead sometimes or staying in games. And I feel like they should be dominating teams. Bring back the Pac-12. I miss it. You know what I miss about the Pac-12, Mondo, is now I kind of look forward to like playing teams twice, going to them, playing them, but we lose. I'm like, well, you got to come back to our house. We get another shot. That I don't, because I don't have that. I got to wait a whole year to see that team again, and it's like, but I know that if I got a second shot at them, we could get them, type of thing. You agree with what I'm saying, Sports Love? It's like I don't look at UCLA and feel threatened by, like, you gotta have a finisher. You gotta have an alpha girl on your team. And it should be Betts. It should be Betts, but it's not. Look, they're losing 9-4. Not to say that's gonna be the end all, the be all. Miss D, what's going on? Hey, Miss D. UConn intimidates some teams during the warm-ups. Their warm-ups, because I saw them at Galen, you're right, Mondo. They're very military, very the way they walk out and the way they turn on the line. It's all meant to intimidate. So you're absolutely right. Okay, Miss D said the alpha is Kiki. But okay, so the alpha is Kiki, meaning when I say alpha, like, I need a clutch bucket. I need it now. I need to know who, you already know JuJu's alpha, for instance. Like, who's going to take over this game? Who's going to, who's the dog of that team? So you say it's Kiki. Rice. But does anybody get like, oh my God, Kiki got the ball? No. Look at her. Lauren Betts came out the paint. Look at her running the floor. She is playing. Look at her. Go ahead, Lauren Betts. She is really like sprinting the floor, getting her hand out. They're losing 11-6. I'm telling you, UCLA. Don't be surprised. We'll see if Washington runs out of gas, but Avery knows how to play UCLA. She's been in the trenches. She's beaten them with us. So she knows the feeling of how to beat them. And she gonna give Howell gonna give everything she got. But yesterday, Ella Ladine was hot, real hot on us. She only averages like 9 points a game. This girl went off for double digits, big time. And Kennedy shut down Savvy Sellers, but we can't have her bouncing around, stopping everybody. We needed other people to step up. Uh-oh. What is the unfortunate news? Hold on. God damn it. I'm kind of mad at Avery yesterday. I know she was just playing basketball, but that was some crazy. That was crazy how she did JuJu. Oh no, Darius. What happened to her? Her left hand. Graduate captain Dominique Darius sustained a left hand injury during Thursday's second round victory of Ocala will not play in the Friday's ACC quarterfinal against Louisville. Oh, she's been ruled out for the remainder of the ACC women's basketball tournament. Oh, Darius. She collided big time. Oh. Dang, she was really their injury. She was really their engine over there. Oh, that's too bad. You think Avery's going to take it to Kiki? Let me see if she even is guarding her. Let's see. She's not guarding Kiki, but is Kiki guarding her for you to say that? So Avery got the ball now, passes it out. Okay, first quarter over. With the lead, Washington 15-6. Let me tell you, Washington, UW has extreme confidence right now. I could feel it yesterday. They came ready, and they have a great coach. I've always liked their coach, Coach Langley. She's always been chomping at the bit to beat the Trojans, and I know it was killing her when she couldn't. But you got an alpha dog like we had, Kiki, and Rhea and Avery and K9 and Kennedy. Like you was gonna have to battle your tail off to get past us. Nice shot, Raven. Let's see what the score is from Kentucky. You like Syracuse? My daughter went there. Oh, she did. Okay. All the way in New York. Score is Kentucky 16, South Carolina 19. Good sign. Medina Ocott made a free throw. It's a good sign. I always worry about South Carolina in their free throws. Because sometimes they get down to, it comes down to the end of the game and it's a close game and you just look back at some of the missed free throws that be happening and it's like, no, no, no. Yeah, South Carolina defense is too much for Kentucky. Ooh, Joyce, that was a nice reverse. 22-16. See, what bothers me about Kentucky is they're sloppy with the ball. They do things and they're trying to score on the inside. That's a nice turnaround shot, but air ball. He's trying to get the ball on the inside, and they're walling those kids off. He needs some outside shooters. 17-17, Kansas State, Oklahoma State. South Carolina 22 at the end of the first, Kentucky 16. See, this is the UCLA I was saying we could beat 6 points in the first. I'm about to speed home. Yeah, live mic will be up soon. Oh yeah, and we knew I know everybody feel like UCLA could just win our Big Ten, but I don't think they can. I think like I said, my point is they don't give off the intimidation factor that South Carolina carries, or maybe even Duke. Even when Duke was looking crazy, it's something about them that teams are like, they may be in fourth in the conference, but they're still, you can't sleep on them. And in the Big 12, I think it's TCU, right? I think TCU is the front runner in that one. Or is TCU is TCU ACC? I'm tripping. I kind of like Syracuse. My daughter. Okay, you said that. Sorry, read that. Oklahoma State gonna give Kansas State a run. I'll tell you right now. I've seen Oklahoma State earlier this year, and I was like, they ain't playing. Clemson's overmatched. Toby Fournier has been playing super basketball. Finally, I knew she was going to bring Toby along that way because I could see the way she treated her in her freshman year. I said she's trying to bring her along slowly at the old school rate that they would treat star freshmen, some of them. And now she's like in the game increment at the most important times and playing good basketball. I think she was trying to smooth Toby's game out to be Division I level. I think she was trying to she was trying to perfect her to be the best that she can be when it was time. Usually when you're upperclassmen. What's up with this floor? This Big 12 floor? I don't know, bro. Like, they trying to make it look like a computer game or something, Mondo. What is that? By the way, Washington is up by 8 against UCLA, 18-10 in the second quarter, beginning in the second quarter. 18-12. UCLA scored, trying to come back. Lauren Betts back down, turn, spin, right to the hoop. There you go. She got that all day. There's no way they can stop Lauren inside. Lauren got to get active, y'all, inside. Which game are you guys watching? Are you watching a couple of games or are you watching SC Kentucky? Oh, man. They call foul for everything. She just missed the shot. I know, Tony. I'm like, what was the foul? She wants to like, what's SC Kentucky? Okay. What's up, Robert? SC Kentucky. Okay. Who you got? SC or Kentucky, Robert? I can probably already guess who you got, but I'm just gonna see how far you guys. I don't think I remember you. Did you subscribe to my channel, Robert? Thank you for coming. Live Mike will be here soon. You got SC? Okay. What makes SC for you guys who are loyalists of them, what makes them thank you, Robert. What makes them, Robert, the team to beat for you? What makes them so dominant in your opinion? What is it? The coaching, the players? Why do you choose South Carolina to win this? What makes them like dominant to you? Like, what do they have that no one else has? If that might put it that way. Tell me what that is. Washington is up against UCLA 20-12, y'all. I know Corey gonna call timeout. I knew she was gonna do that. She's probably like, what the hell are you guys doing? It's 22-12. They're losing by 10 points. And this is why I wish that my team was ready for this moment, because UCLA, I wanted them to play at the tip top of their game, whatever that might look like. We just don't have no interior bigs and to stop, to dominate. Like the girls that they got at Washington, they have a decent big. They got some shooters. They got some attackers. They are really rough. Like the way UCLA's defense can be if they allowed us. They're really physical. And if you play UCLA in that manner, you could get them. But that doesn't mean I think that you can get them in the March Madness, but you damn sure can get them like in a like right now, Big Ten conference play. Because I know ain't no way she's gonna show out. Like, she ain't gonna get in that tournament like this. One of the things about the tournament is you play a team already. You played them already that year. Whereas you go into the tournament, you're gonna play teams you probably never played before. They've never played you. So the tournament is a little bit dicier, a little bit easier, because we played them before. So UCLA will go. I'm not saying they can lose this, but not and do well in the March Madness. But the Bruins aren't struggling right now with the Washington Huskies, by the way, down 10. But the Bruins aren't struggling. Isn't it 22 points Washington, UCLA 10, and you said they aren't struggling? I'm not sure what you mean, Chicago. They be there for each other and just hold each other accountable. Plus, keeping the main thing, and listening to what the coaches say. Got it. Okay, that's okay. That's what makes you South Carolina great. Got you. I think the biggest thing you said in that I feel like if you're if teammates can't hold each other accountable, look at Medina Okot. There she go, that outside shot. I love when she does that. I know that is not the culture at South Carolina, but that girl if she's open, I don't understand why. If a big can take that shot like Medina Okot just did from the 3, why would you want to change anything else? If she landed up there and nobody guarded her, take the damn shot. It's gonna go long, and it's great because you're right there to take it. Meant to say the Bruins are in trouble. Oh yeah, I'm looking at it. 22-14. Down by 12. I'm looking at it. That's what I thought you meant, Chicago. I just wanted you to make sure if you knew. This is how they went up. Washington went up on us, and they would not let go. And UCLA gonna have to play defense. When you play them, you got to play defense. That's why our scores be so low, because we both going at you defensively. Go ahead, Lauren. Oh, they're gonna call up. No, they didn't. They didn't call nothing just now on her. Good job, Charlize Ledger Walker. Set them up. You have to double team her. Can't leave her open. She's capable of 3-point shooting. She's 8 for 4 last 11 from the downtown. Are you talking about Medina Okot? Yeah, I wouldn't sag off her. She can shoot that shot. I don't like that move. I don't know if you saw that, Chicago. I don't like that move that Lauren Betts did. They would have called that regular season on against Lauren Betts. They can't guard South Carolina. Their legs are gone. Kentucky legs are gone. Oh, it's too early to be saying that. It's too early for Kentucky to be saying that. If your legs are gone in the second quarter, you're about to get blown out. They better stop running. Slow that game down. Kentucky got to come play. You know what I'm saying, Sports Love? It's too early for that. I'm going to tell you right now, your legs are gone right now, which I get it because you played the day before. Or no, they haven't. No, they did play the day before. Then they're in trouble. They don't think that the Bruins' best player, Betts, can shoot threes. They want to make her shoot tough and long twos. Yeah, but they're allowing her deep in the paint, though, Chicago. We know she can't shoot those. She can't come out of the paint. She's been trying to prove people wrong and come out of the paint and guard. And so far, it's not too bad. She actually gets back, and I've seen her sprinting the court. What do you make a turnover like that for? Here come the Bruins, 22-16. Nice shot. That's what Kentucky needs to do. They need to stop trying to go inside and start taking their outside shots. Yeah, Washington is very scrappy. Yeah, they are. They always, even when JuJu was on the team, it was like that. We always had like hard battles against them. Absolutely. More so than you think. And then throwing Avery in there, who's always been a real scrappy physical player. Okay, Don. Don't let them make a meme out of you. 29-19. South Carolina up by 10. I think they need to stay out from trying to post up the players on South Carolina and stop trying to drive past them. And they need some outside shots when they're like they had a few in the beginning where they passed them. Look at this girl, Tony. That's terrible. That is damn. What kind of pass was that, Joyce? Shoot that and make it from the out. See, that's oh my gosh. They went for the rebound and knocked it out. South Carolina. I mean, not South Carolina. Yeah, it was. Oh, God. UCLA's coming back. They ain't got time for this. They're tightening it up. They're tightening it up. Tessa with the J coming in. Tessa with the J gonna like she gonna take that outside shot and cool the noise. She's gonna say shh. She's like shh. I'm here now, guys. Mm. 22-21. UCLA's caught them. UCLA cut that lead. They're like, wait a minute, what we doing? Nope. You're too short for her to pass that inside to Sellers. Too many. You why would you pass it into when she's covered by two players and you didn't bounce past it? Yeah, Tessa got her own song. Who could guard Tessa? She got her own song. Tessa with the J. She got a lot of nicknames. Tournament Tessa, Tessa with the J. Who could guard Tessa? That was a nice shot by Kentucky. That was a beautiful shot. The way she went up like that. She need to do that more often. Look at Alicia Turner. He's trying to get in the mess. I see her. Man, I seen Alicia Turner take a step to the step back to the side, 3-pointer in rhythm, and it blew my mind. You want Okot to have one? What? What's her thing? What's Okot's thing? We beat her butt down at Galen. After JuJu went down, I never seen them so on fire. Like we destroyed. I thought we was gonna beat them by. I don't even know what it was, 40 or 50. It was like it was over. There go Tessa. Told you Tessa was gonna come in there with a crazy J. She's like, let me shut this shit down. She's like, I don't know what they got going on. She's like, I don't know what. 28-23 for Oklahoma State, 23 for Kansas State, 50-31. Duke up by 19 on Clemson. Ugh. Jump ball. Call it jump ball. Don't let the girls like struggle that long. That's how the fights break out. Was that a 2 on Tessa or a 3? 33-21, up by 12. I guess maybe we ain't gonna see no action until tomorrow, because this ain't it. UCLA's come back. They haven't taken the lead yet though. UCLA took the lead 27-22. UCLA's like, okay, wake up. Wake up. Okay. And conversely, South Carolina woke up and is like, we're not playing with these kids. Let's get this over with. I love when Tessa drives to the basket. I love when Tessa. I just love when she does something outside of the three. I love when she does. She look. That's when I can see how long she really is. I seen her in Vegas when I was eating at the Mandalay Bay during the games were done. Walking by with looked like her family, her sisters or something, and she's so tall. She's a lot taller than I thought, and just long. Walk right in front of me, and I was like, "That Tessa." Good drive. At least that's what Tessa needs to do. Drive sometime. Like if they try to run her off the three, go to the hole. And then you got if I have bigs like that I know if I miss, they're gonna get the boards. Shit, I drive too. You know, that is some beautiful basketball when you're moving down in transition and you don't get the first shot. You look for the second, but you keep seeing the trailer come like Medina did, and the trailer was right there, and she just knew she was gonna cut USC will stop, Jazzy will stop, like she'll drive, she gets stopped, and she'll turn, and she's waiting for a cutter. Nobody's moving, nobody cuts, and I know how she feels. Like, well, damn, they stopped me from passing it back to this girl. Nobody's coming down. If I dip it over to the other side, they're waiting on that to steal, and she's just like caught nowhere, no man's land. Look at that angle she took. That kid should have made that. Was that Ruth? I think that was Riley Nelson. Man, I know that be hurting their feelings when they take a decent shot, the right shot, can't. Hey, I mean, RC, UCLA got a slow start. And everybody usually, Washington Lane, Coach Langley, she makes you have a slow start. But they dug themselves back in it. And now they need to pull away. I know you didn't like that, but this is their first game. Washington already had a game yesterday. So this is their first game. I think they're just warming up. It's 9:45 in the morning to them. We on West Coast time. They're at halftime 27-24. 40 seconds to SC's halftime. When we go to halftime, I got to let him do some construction. So don't go away. Stay with me right here. I'll be right back, please. Okay, I'm back. This ain't gonna do it for me. Third quarter will loom pivot. Don't want to give loom pivotal. Don't want to give Washington after halftime. You don't. You absolutely don't want to give them confidence. Well, Clemson tried to make it a game. They came back down 14, game over. Carroll will move on. The score. Let's see. We gotta see how this minute. You gotta see how this Minnesota. RC, what do you think about? Are you still there? What do you think about the Ohio State Minnesota matchup that'll be next? Do you see Minnesota getting by Ohio State? So Duke will play the winner of North Carolina State and Notre Dame. Winner of North Carolina Virginia Tech plays the winner of Louisville Syracuse. I think, unfortunately, with Dominic Darius Alexander down, Syracuse will have a harder time to get by. Next after this is LSU and Oklahoma. I know RC gonna stick around for that. And then Texas, Alabama. Texas, Alabama gonna be a good game. Vanderbilt and Ole Miss. Vanderbilt will get by Ole Miss. Vanderbilt's gonna come out smoking. They're excited to be in this whole thing. Today is a great day. Today is a great day. Get your coffee, well, like me, or afternoon. Get your matcha. That's a Cali thing. Maybe get you a splash from Starbucks. I don't know. But whatever you do, hold on tight. Stick with me and everybody love JuJu12 Talk Soup. Hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Come in and make a comment. Tell me what's going on. It's Friday. It's Friday. And more hoops to come until Sunday's championship. Are we going to see any more upsets? That's the question. And who will it come down to? Everybody's waiting because they've been talking mess all year long, Robert. Everybody's saying SC all the way. All the way. But I can't wait to see who's going to be at the top of this one in the SEC. Because it's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on with a lot of people got a lot to prove. And I really can't see with my conference if it's UCLA. Because for RC, if it's UCLA, then I'm feeling good about. I need to see UCLA get challenged with themselves and even with back-to-backness. How tough are you traveling? The whole 9 yard. I need to see if UCLA is who they think they are, who they say they are. That's all. That's all. I ain't got a bone to pick in this. I ain't got a bone to chew. I just want to see some good hoops. But as time goes on, they start to capture your heart. Somebody does something that you should start, rooting for the underdogs. I do that a lot. Or I just want to see some good hoops. I just want to see some good hoops. Let's see. Oklahoma 33. Kansas State 31. Third quarter. Camille Pierce warming up for NC State. Let's go. Let's go. This you said, what adjustments do you think SC and UK need to make? I think that I think that South Carolina made the adjustments. They were just missing shots. They just needed to finish. I think UK needs to make adjustments in terms of like stop trying to force it inside. Like they need to bring um Ocott out because they don't. They know that South Carolina knows that Kentucky got size. So as soon as they whip the ball around and try to feed it inside, they're right there double teaming, and that's where, um, to me, they need to open it up using their outside shot. But I think Kentucky also, one of the things that Carolina I love that they're doing right now is like they're pushing in transition and they have a trailer. So I think you don't want to get in a running game. But I don't think Kentucky should try to get into a running game with South Carolina. I think you need to control the tempo of the game, slow the transition, um, shift them on offense. I want them to like um, get Carolina to switch and get a mismatch if you can. But I think they need to definitely get back on defense. I wouldn't even say press them right now. I don't even know that Kentucky can even do a press. But from what I saw earlier, they were beating them back in transition before Kentucky could even set up. So if they want to get down, if they want to test a 2-3 zone on South Carolina, try it. If Tessa starts hitting on the outside, go to a 3-2 zone. Then if that's not working because you saw South Carolina's hot, then go to man. But I think Kentucky could try different things. You gotta at this point, you have to show different looks through the game if you want to stay into it. You gotta try different defenses, and then you want to try different style offenses at the same time. Like they just kind of doing like a screen and roll top, like right there. She was open, and she had Medina out. See, Medina's out. Now you can come back in and post up. So, but you got to do it quickly. Like the big girl right here. So she throws it to Tony Morgan. Tony Morgan has Raven back turn. Now you got Joyce. But I would have took the shot a long time ago. Tony's forcing it inside to where I don't know. Why you're doing that, I don't know. Why you did that, I don't know. You had Raven turned like this, and then Joyce, before Joyce even came, you should have been pulling up for Jay. And it wasn't even a 3. She was inside the 3 line. Tony should have took that shot while they were scrambling. She was looking to throw it inside, but why were you doing that when Carolina was like, what do you think your player's going to do? That would have been a skip pass because it was Joyce, Raven, a big down here. Somebody's open on the other side. Somebody's open at the top to pass to the other side. You didn't. How much space did you need to pull it? Now they're in a zone. Or no, they're in a man. And then there's a such thing as a matchup zone. Did you see what I'm talking about? You see what I was talking about? Okay. Like they keep trying to force it, and they're not sealed. Look at Joyce is fronting, so you can't. Then there's the over the top pass right here. Everybody from Carolina is up top, right? And so number 13 was like this. Joyce wanted the front. Why didn't you throw it over the top? Maybe it's just easier than. It's easier for me because I'm not on the court. Look, Tessa is a weak spot for them on defense. You don't have anybody on Tessa that can drive on Tessa. I don't know what number 8 can do, but Tony looked that way. I would look that way, pass that way, and everybody from Kentucky was over to the left. You had Tessa isolated. Go at Tessa. Tony wants the ball back too much. You got Raven on you. That's not a good look. That's a damn. You can't make a shot worth nothing. Trying to get me ordering something. Where's they're just throwing it up there, not even really trying to get balance when they take the shots. The ball's in her hand, Tony's hands too much. What do you want to do, Kenny? Like, what are you calling? Look at Tony Morgan. She dribbling too goddamn much for me. That's a shot right there. Got Joyce on you. Now look, pass it back. Now pass it to the kid. Even take Tanaya Latson. It's too much going on for me. Nobody looking at the basket. I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't want the ball in Tony's hands. Oh, I love it. I love that cut. It was all about the cut on that. That was all about the cut. You down by 20, but you got to move with intention like that. Look at Tessa. Tessa, I love her game today. She is attacking. I don't care that she missed it either. I love that she's attacking and pulled up. Tessa ain't playing. She moving with intention right now. I think she feels like that was a great cut by that girl, and that's the one that was passing up the outside shot. But I see why she likes to go to the hole. Let's see how they move the ball again. But damn, they can't do this. They can't win. Let me watch UCLA. They're not even making this even a game, Kenny. You're not even making this a game. You don't even have them prepared. Bounce pass it. Thank you, young lady. Bounce pass it, bounce it back. Then she travels. Good Lord. She was trying to show the other girl how you bounce pass it in, and then she could have stepped into the free throw if she didn't want to try to score over Medina and took the shot. Now Medina's wide open. Timeout. You guys are falling apart. Timeout. Did they call timeout? Call timeout. Yeah, they did. Unbelievable. So what's going on over here in the Big Ten? 34. Dang, they're still in the game. RC, what is going on with our UCLA? I'm telling you, don't let the Huskies hang around. They will take you to the wire. Don't let the Huskies hang around like this. You're doing too much. I'm gonna have to 37-40. I'm gonna have to turn this one on. This game with SC is over. I'm gonna have to turn this one on because I know from playing Washington. You've been playing. USC been playing Washington ever since the Pac-12, and this coach. You let her hang around like this, she's gonna take your butt to the wire. The Huskies are playing with such a confidence. I don't know where they got this from. But they're playing with such confidence and belief in themselves. I can just feel it. I'll put the SC game on my phone. Are you in my chat, Jay? They're playing with confidence. UCLA let them hang around too long. They let them hang around, and they're playing with renewed confidence. And the thing about somebody said in the chat, Kiki's the alpha for UCLA, and she's gonna have to Kiki gonna have to probably dig them out of a hole, because you let Washington hang around too long, their confidence is going wild. Their confidence is there. And then you already know how scrappy they are. SC pulling away from Kentucky. I know, Jay, you're probably sitting there, why can't this be us? It was supposed to be. It was never a thought that for me, that like USC and UCLA, the whole thing was supposed to be us in the championship of the Big Ten again. And they had just as much opportunity as anybody else. And if they knock them out, then I believe like Ohio State and I don't believe in Iowa, actually. I think it'll be two new teams that you haven't seen in the finals that you didn't expect, because obviously we're always supposed to be there with UCLA this year. Like pre-JuJu injury. Like this is the way it was going to go for 2 years. Everything happens for a reason. That's what I'm holding on. Absolutely. Everything happens for a reason. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. I was telling someone, I said, they are going through this adversity, they're going to appreciate every game, everything next year. They're going to appreciate and not take anything for granted. It's like I can feel the confidence of Washington. I always have. I always felt that they are that they saw themselves better than anybody thought they were. Like they just play with a heart. They just play with grit. They just play with a sense of I just need the opportunity. Personally, I don't even think UCLA has turned it up yet. I don't even think that they have really turned to where they can go. I gotta go sneeze. Hold on. I'm back, Jay. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, Jay. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, RC. You need to come. You need to come explain yourself. You need to come explain UCLA to me right now. This is ridiculous. They're not gonna. They're gonna lose this game. You cannot let Washington in this end of the third quarter be this close to you. What's up, Donovan? Sorry, I had to take care of that. I got noise construction going on, so I may have to sometimes mute. Knuckles and fists and hands done got sweaty and nervous on this team. What the hell is UCLA doing, Donovan? They can't pull away from shit. I can't even like. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they play down to the competition. They should start pulling away now. It's the fourth quarter. They have to. Lauren has been actually one of our effective shining parts today. She has, and the three ball isn't the only way to make shots fall. I know Washington is pretty good, but we look vulnerable for her. Yeah, you do. Okay, Notre Dame, North Carolina State is starting. You're right. You're right, RC. Come on, Charlize, hit that shot. You hit it against us. What? Good rebound, Duke Les. There's the team. That's the toughness. Put some other kids in. Like, there you go. There you go. Ooh, nice move. Nice move. Right on by. Didn't even see that kid coming, McCoy. Come on, Gianna Neepkins. What are you doing? Nice pass. Now you looking like UCLA. Stop fooling around with your food. Step it up. Corey, I like the rotation and the substitution. It's like, give some other kids a chance to get on the court. You got to mix it up. You could not have walked away losing this game and you didn't play Sienna. You didn't play Dugalix. You didn't play pull Kiki and Lauren out for a minute. Like, come on now. Look at Avery Howe. Go on, Avery Howe. That's a foul. She is the best player of the team, but sometimes it's about matchups. She's sort of the best player. I guess you guys would say she's the best player. I don't know. But I don't know. She don't have to be in there the whole damn game though. Like depending on like this lineup right here matches the lineup for she did on Washington. That's crazy. Look, and she got the and one. Jay, you cracking me up. You cracking me up, Jay, in the Discord. You cracking me up. Absolutely. She just didn't put a different. She needed to put a different lineup in together. That's all. Kiki's back. She needs to fool around and change up her lineup a little bit, as time goes on. And then Washington doesn't really have a choice of too many choices. Now that's double dribble. Gianna, that's double dribble. You didn't let it go. You didn't let it drop. Washington beating both Carolina teams in a row could be disgusting work. Washington beating both California teams in a row would be disgusting. So let's make sure it don't happen. Oh, yeah, that would be crazy. But lately she's been hanging around with, flirting with that for a long time. We've been with her since the Pac-12, so it's nothing new to coach against Corey, and it's nothing new to coach against Coach Gottlieb. So I agree with that. I agree that Neekins is too unselfish these days. I wouldn't wait. I'm waiting for it. You know how Charlize had a breakout game that reminded me of Charlize at Washington State. I want to see Gianna Neepkins have a game that like she had at Utah. I agree with you on that. But sometimes you come to a new team. You come to a new team and it's not your team, and you're just trying to blend in. You're not trying to be the superstar. You're just trying to work within the team. That's all. But when they need her, I think she's gonna have a big game. I heard about the Penn State coach getting canned, and I'm like, interesting. For you South Carolina fans, South Carolina's comfortably pulled away 65-43, so they can go get some rest. They'll probably watch a little bit. It's only it's only in the third quarter. They got more to go, and it's 65-43, so they got more. They can sit back and watch LSU and Oklahoma. So comfortably, they'll probably watch some of that, then go get something to eat. Close game right now, Kansas State and Oklahoma State, 52-51. LSU and Oklahoma are at 11:30, so we got plenty of time for that. They give you a break in between each game. I thought Kentucky was going to give me more of a. I thought they were going to give more of a challenge today too. RC, do you think that Washington will fight back and get back into it? They sneaky like that. They sneaky like that. Kiki mid range is dripping. Kiki's tougher than Kiki. When she fixed that shoulder, when I saw her fix that shoulder last year, in the off season, I said, "Oh, she Kiki ready to come back for her senior year. She ain't playing. She did that procedure on her labor. And I said, oh, she gonna come back and be aggressive. She gonna be the Kiki that I remember coming out of high school." It's over for Kentucky, basically. Yeah, it's over. You're not even. It's but they got a fourth quarter. I don't know if he knows how to dig out the best in these kids. I don't know what they're just not. They're like moving too fast. They're not taking their time and being confident. Like they're moving super fast. Like Kentucky got the move, got the play, and they get there and they think that South Carolina is gonna jump up and block them and play tough defense, and they come at them like, and Carolina's just looking at them like, why you moving so fast? And then they break it. And then when they do slow it down, Carolina blocks them. And so then they're like, they can't find the happy medium with how to score. Washington about to meet their maker, their conference tournament maker, their March Madness put out date is yet to be determined. Damn, Sellers. Well, I'm going into this next one, guys. North Carolina State against what? Against Notre Dame. Why can I say Duke? What am I looking at? This is last year. Wait a minute. North Carolina State is supposed to be playing Notre Dame today. What am I looking at? It's an old game. Kim Caldwell about to be gone. They going WNIT dancing or they staying home. RC, people really thought Kiki draft stock was dropping. I said, nah. I didn't think. Yeah, people talk about our Kiki Rice, but I was like, Kiki been steady. I never thought that like she was awful. as those, as people try to make her out to be. You keep having this game. It's not the game. This. Hold on, let me do this. ESPN. Okay, they up by 14. I don't think Washington know what they're doing right now. They can't. 70-45, South Carolina, UK. They ran out of gas. UCLA 66-50. Yeah, they ran out of gas, y'all. Nothing to see here. All right, okay, chat. Jacob, all of you guys. Hannah Hidalgo going to pull this off against North Carolina State? Yes or no? Hidalgo wins today? Okay. I think Hidalgo win today. I'll go with that. I'll go with that, y'all. And how cool with RC sitting on Hidalgo we trust? Is Hidalgo still your number 2 pick in the draft of the 2027? Or is she the number 1 pick in 2027? What say you all? You say let's say JuJu doesn't go in the 27 draft. Jacob, do you want Hidalgo number 1? If JuJu doesn't go, you got her number 1. She's number 1 if JuJu doesn't go? Wow. But it definitely, yeah, I know what you mean. It definitely depends on the fit. But the fit is this, and I'll tell you what it is. Toronto Temple has the number 1 pick, okay? So if Toronto Temple has the number 1 pick, Toronto Temple in 2027, and JuJu doesn't come out and draft, you got Hannah Hidalgo going to Toronto Temple. Okay. Okay, let me put this up. That's what I'm saying, RC, but okay. If Toronto wants to build around Hannah, okay, all right. Jacob said, RC, I hate you. Maybe she is 5'6". Okay, my bad. I'm looking at it like you're looking at it, RC. I'm thinking, so we're gonna build a franchise around a 5'6" player. Okay. No, hey, who am I? They think Hannah. I know they think Hannah's Irish. They think Hannah's Iverson. But you need a lot of pieces to put around her. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But remember though, when expansion teams come, remember how we get to choose from a bunch of free agents and things like that. You know what I mean? That'll be around the time when the Camila Cardosos and Angel Reese and Cameron Brink, Kia Jackson, those kind of players that will be available, I think, as well in free agency. So, like Donovan, I agree. If you want to make Hannah their number one draft pick, Jude doesn't come out right, and you want to send her to a have her own, she's the franchise player. You're gonna have to put a lot of pieces around that to be competitive. Because I feel like Natalie Nakase, uh, the fast, upbeat, up tempo game mixed with vets, international. I totally got what she was doing when she did it. I couldn't pronounce her name, but I was like, I totally see what she's trying to do. And me being from the Bay Area, she had the right idea because we're very international in the Bay. We're very like Asian and Polynesian and um it's just a very like melting pot in the Bay Area. Well, I'm not saying she can't do work. I'm not saying she can't cook um at the pro level. She'll need a franchise that believes in her, and she'll need her teammates um will defer a good amount of time. I mean, I mean, Hannah does play big for her size, and she's only a junior right now, and I'd love to see her next year. What she can do, but um, she's such a dog with it that like she's gonna try to do whatever she can to stand out at the pro level. No lie, she's gonna be very deadly. Like I don't know if the vets want to be running around all over the place with her or looking out for her, roving and picking the ball. Like she look at Charlize Ledger Walker. You looking like the old Charlize Ledger Walker. She has he pulled blow by to the hoop. Go on, Charlize. Go ahead, Avery House. Avery House a little competitor, y'all. She not she got that. She ain't gonna give up to the end. Avery not gonna back down to the end. Asia gonna uh, beat her or block her shot though. This we know. We already know it. We'll see. I'm sure she knows what to do with a big player, how to scoop under her. Or I don't like her. I don't like her ability to get to the hole. I think somebody like Michaela Blakes would be a great star in Toronto. Like I think her style of play for an expansion team, like to build around, is good. My heart attack Bruins are back too. Yeah, they didn't go nowhere. They had to. It is their first game of the tournament. It's 9 o'clock it was 9 o'clock in the morning, bro. Like West Coast time to us. They just needed to wake up a little bit. But hats off to Washington. They made it they had you Bruin fans scared to death. The X factor is Ledger Walker because her production is key to their wins. Absolutely. Especially when she gets going offensively, like the Ledger Walker that I remember, like this is the one kid I remember. Be right back. Let me grab my food. I think Angela Dukalik going to be a star at the next level. Hopefully she goes to an expansion team that wants to use her. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I've been watching Dukalik for so long. I feel like she's just been here forever. But when she be having her moments, when it's the Dukalik show, she kill you. She too slow. She was too slow for the Trojans, but she ain't no joke. Corey needs to go on and start playing like she's doing, Sienna, um, whoever, uh, some of those other players. Man, the Muse. She need to get other people in the game right now. She's stupid. She should have already had them in the game. Some of your bench players. I hate that. Yeah, stretch force like Dukelet. And Suarez from TCU. Yeah. Yeah. Our gym's at the next level. Forwards that shoot the three well, can defend on the perimeter, and has a post big. They fit most of it. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you worry about, her slow-footedness, Dukelet, or you think that's okay? Well, I do agree with you. Is she going to beat that stretch for Dukelet? Because she can shoot an outside, post up, drive, rebound. She should be able to defend the Kikis. Sometime AB. Nafisa Collier. Satu Sabli. I know you like, yeah, but you think that Suarez feet are slow, but what about Dukelet? Is she faster than her? Oh, she's a light. Okay. All right. Okay. I got you. Notre Dame is up 19-11, North Carolina State. Zoe and Hannah go way back. Stewie doesn't have the world's fast foot speed, but she's been cooking for a mighty long time. I like that, how you compared that. I like how you compared. You gave me I like that. I like how you did that. That's a great point. Cookie, but Stewie looks healthy right now. By the way, we got a bot in the chat. What the? I see it. Stewie looks healthy right now, and if she stays looking this way, and we start the WNBA season with her healthy, Stewie gonna be cooking some people. She gonna be back like, Asia, I'm here. Because as you all know, Stewie was the best in the WNBA. Long time. And then here come Asia. Jacob, you and RC are wrenches. When you see stuff like that, feel free to go ahead and hit the three dots and delete the comment and ban them. So next up, Ohio State, Minnesota in about 30 minutes. Who do you guys have? She did kind of fry the Phantom. Damn, we didn't have Aaliyah Boston though. I was in for the Phantom. They didn't have Aaliyah Boston. RC. There's your girl Kiki. That's Sydney Parrish sitting next to her. She's so pretty. She look good on there. She's doing good. I love the kids. Like they're not gonna go on to play basketball, but they got a seat at the analyst table. That's cool. Let me switch to Cheyenne. I think Kiki said the same thing that I said. Is that what I want to see from UCLA moving forward is discipline. Um, be more like disciplined about and intentional about what they're doing. Um, I think when I say discipline, it's not necessarily turnovers. What I mean by discipline, it's just a style of play that UConn has. It's very disciplined. Um, what did I call them? I said they were clinical, like they dissect you apart and they play their game. And it just took them a long time to kind of get into the rhythm going. UCLA did, but I think in the tournament they'll start off like that, and then they need to keep building upon it until like it continue to rise to the level of uh bring the basically they need to come out and look like the dominant team control and look like they're the ones who every quarter increase their lead until they get to superior talent where that discipline is going to come in handy as they get pressed by other teams. They got to stay in control. Don't get sloppy. Don't start turning the ball over. Um, Great shot selection, and that's how they look. They just look like they make a move. They become a triple threat. Nothing's there. They move it to the next person. Next man up. They look. Is there anything there? There's nothing there. It's not a dribble handoff. It's not a wide open lane. Next person, and they just keep doing it until they keep going down their options. Katie was showing her training videos and her workout videos on YouTube. She'd be going hard. You think she'd be on all first Big Ten team? Katie Fiso? Come on, Fiso? You know, Fiso used to play with Malia Samuels up there in Seattle, Garfield. I think eventually. I think it'll be tough to be on the first team. If she does, I don't think she will. I don't think she was this year. If she was, it's because that slot for JuJu was missing. Does Oklahoma have a chance today? Yeah, I think they do. I want to see what LSU is going to do with this. That's a great question, Jay. Does Oklahoma have a chance today? RC. It's great. That's a great question. Why? Well, you said the fans be annoying you. Maybe I need to reduce my expectation for Fiso. No. It's up to Fiso. It's up to Katie. It's up to her. I see her talent. I seen her at Galen, and I also watched her in person in Stanford, up at the Bay Area Invisalign Classic. I think I was more impressed with her there than I was. I think she didn't play bad at Galen, but she became more of a facilitator because somebody else was hot. Gamecocks won. Okay, be right back. First of all, talk to me in the chat about your girl, Hannah Hidalgo, Jacob. And if we can get if Camille Pierre can get going on Cassandra Prosper. Watch that game. It's 23-18. You said you don't want to see her check up a million shots, a few of them, and I want I want that I can go watch old Caitlin tapes. I do the same thing. I have to go watch old JuJu stuff sometime because I just can't. I know exactly how you feel. exactly how you feel. Sometimes when I'm not getting that feeling that I want to get out from basketball players in great games, I gotta go watch the UCLA USC game or the USC UConn game with JuJu, just to kind of like get my endorphins going, excitement going about a great basketball game. I still think one of the most exciting games last year was Sarah Ashley Barker and Alabama against Maryland. I thought that was the tightest game all year. I say that you think Chavez takes stupid. You think Chavez takes stupid shots? Damn. What happens when she starts making them crazy shots, though? That's the crazy part. I think she's, she can make them in high school, but she's playing a different caliber of athletes, and it's a lot faster. So she's probably rushing. I'm about to say Chavez and Clark are both high volume shooters. They don't think smart shot overall all the time. Right. Maryland and Minnesota was a good one this year. Oh yeah. That one too. I mean like the kind where you're like, like Sarah Ashley Barker with 42 points gets to the free throw line, knocks all three of them down like it just wouldn't stop. I think Oklahoma, South Carolina was an exciting game this year when she went ham, but it was in spots. It was weird when she ended up like killing them in the fourth quarter. But I was like, I think LSU, South Carolina lived up to the billing too. She would get the rebound, run up, and take a contested midi over two people and break the shot. Like, okay, I got you. Yeah, that's wild. That is wild. I was watching that Sarah Ashley Barker band, this pizza restaurant, and I was, ayo, who is this girl? You don't remember. And it's funny because Sarah Ashley Barker has always been a name, but it was almost like she gave up on her career. It's almost like she just started to melt away. And when I saw her do that day, you talk about her draft stock coming. You remembered, and you saw so much potential. It all came back to everybody who she was. It's like she put together the perfect game. Who was more likely to walk away with the upset, Minnesota or OSU? Or Oregon versus Minnesota or Oregon over Maryland? Oh, shoot. Maybe. I hate to say it, and I don't believe this when I'm going to say this, but Minnesota over OSU. I wouldn't be surprised about Oregon at all because Oregon, I've seen them, and then I've seen them take a step back. And I'm wondering, like, what happened to the Oregon that I saw? And I always feel like it's when Viso's not being aggressive and you just settle with her as a facilitator. And I'm like, no, don't limit her. They had Tessa switch onto her. It was money every time. I'm like, oh God, for real. Like Tessa's so damn good on offense that I don't even care about her defense, but she can't hurt you though. With her lack of defense, she's hilarious. She be trying though. She be trying. What's the matter, Bougie? She be trying to move her feet. She be trying. It just don't be working. She be trying. Tessa be cracking me up. OU coach wants her to play like that and taking quick, horrible shots. It's not championship basketball. You think so too, sweet? Yeah. Oregon already beat Maryland. Oh, they did. Well, it's hard to beat people twice, right? But I'm not surprised that they beat Maryland. I'm just not. I've seen them in person twice. I don't know if that would be an upset if they've already beat them guys. So I think the upset would be Minnesota over. I know that Minnesota's ranked 4 and OSU is 5, and to be honest with you, Minnesota, we saw them in we saw them in Galen, right, Jay? And they're just a big, they're just a big, powerful team. So I wouldn't be surprised if I think the upset for me would be Ohio State over Minnesota, frankly, if to be honest. Like I want to see how they're gonna handle the physicality, their bigness. Like I think Minnesota is the better team. You're a big time fan of Chavez, but Chavez has 6-shot handgun versus an entire mob mentality when she comes gunning across the half court. Tessa's good on offense. When she gets hot, she's unstoppable. Yeah. I like the way Tessa been putting it on the ground, going to the hole. She does. You're right, JuJu. Hopefully we come out to play today, man. LSU could be so up and down. I feel like we have a talented team to make a deep run, but I feel like that too, but then I don't know what I'm gonna get. They beat them last night, Ju. We was on the phone. Oh, okay. They was on that's okay. Someone, Ju. Come on. Everybody want to be JuJu Watkins, but they can't. You saw that meme too. Everybody want to be JuJu Watkins, but they can't. You ain't lying, RC. I was thinking of that too when you were like, she be coming down against the whole goddamn. I think Jay, you might have seen it. It's either a picture or an actual clip of JuJu going up, and it felt like the whole goddamn Minnesota team is surrounding her. She going in the hole, scoring. That's some crazy work right there, JuJu Watkins. You was different. you great. And then I'll be watching other players try to do it, and I'll be dying laughing. I'm like, you're not JuJu Watkins. That's the first person you think of. Like, who does that? Who does that and got 4 players with the arms up all around her? Like, JuJu is a nut. We already got our butt kicked by LSU, so I better not happen again. I mean, what are the chances of that coach doesn't make an adjustment? She's a good coach. Well, I think she will. Yeah, Alucci handled business last night. I think I remember that. She had she's the only one that did, though. And that's what worries me about Maryland. Like, I don't know if Puffenberger or Garzone or who else they got over there. Like they last night versus Oregon, but Garzone and Puffenberger were worthless, just worthless. And for Lucci to have have 19 or something like that, I'm like, hey, it worked. Oh, but you're gonna have to contain beers. All right. I can't wait to see Ohio State play Minnesota today. I gotta see. I don't know. Is Jelani and Kennedy, I saw them going to the championship, but I'm like, are you going to be able to get past Minnesota? Are you the one that should be playing UCLA or what? Oh my God. I was looking at Garzone run. Sweetheart, sweetheart. She can't really keep up. She's so slow. Spearman from Tennessee dropped 2. Yeah, I think the offense moves too fast for her, but she wanted to play at that breakneck speed because she knows that that's the speed of the players in the dub. I hope Oklahoma make it a game. LSU had them girls shook last time. Like, what was it about LSU? Were they just moving too fast for Oklahoma? Like, Oklahoma could have slowed down. What it did? Chavez tried to get in a track meet with them or something. She can't be a one-man track meet for Oklahoma. You gotta play with the rest of your team. Gazan didn't need to come back from a 5th year. It hurt her. I know. I agree. But I think she knew that her game um, wasn't going to keep up with the others in the dub. Yeah, that defense was smothering. LSU wasn't playing that game. I gotta see. I gotta see how is what adjustment will Oklahoma make against LSU. Trader Rashad played good defense that game. We played smoothly. In my opinion, we got rattled when we faced sheer physicality all game. Yeah, they came over from a different conference. They came over from a different conference, so you don't like it. You don't like it. You don't like Oklahoma's defense. Do I think Illinois is going to beat us this time around? Is that who UCLA is playing? Illinois, they're a sneaky little team, bro. Like they are. We beat them, but they're a sneaky little team. I'm talking about LSU. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. They could stand to use better defense for sure. That's why I had to scream. I saw I scream the whole first half. Will you please put Bella Hines in and shut Tessa down? Like she's not a starter, so if she fouls out, which she didn't, will you test this kid, please? You had the top freshman in the country. Play the goddamn kids. You got special. You got Kaya. You got Bella. You got Grace. Now you got some three top. I love those three freshmen. I'm like, why wouldn't you play them? We need to play fundamental team defense, sort of like UConn plays. Yeah. That watching them in person, they were phenomenal. They were like on a string. I swear to God. You could have not, like, how you're just probing and trying to figure out where the weak spot is. How do we move this and break this down? How are we going to attack it? It was like I couldn't see anything. Everything that you're going to take is going to be contested somehow. Who can guard Tessa? Oh my God. MK left Tessa open so many times. Talk to me about that. There was a guy on Twitter yesterday. And so they posted on Instagram, but he decided to change it. It was like 1v1, who's better, JuJu or Flage, something like that. Everybody's like JuJu. And then somebody was like, well, I would want to see MK versus JuJu. I think MK is better. I love MK12. I love her. But what they said, well, she'll never get the ball, basically saying that she's gonna be she's not gonna miss from the outside. And I'm thinking, like, you do know how tall she is and how tall JuJu is. And you do know JuJu can block shooters that are 6'1" out the air. I mean, I'm not saying she's not going to score on JuJu or anything like that, or it's going to be a blowout, but I'm not saying that. But that's JuJu's game, isolation ball, elite scorer. How do you think that MJ can stay with that? Jesse Johnson is the second best player on SC. Who's the first best player on SC? You gonna say Raven Johnson is the best player? All around best player? I don't know who the best player is. Who's the best player on South Carolina? And usually people looking at just offense. I'm like all around offense, defense, like all around. Who's the best player on South Carolina? Live Mike had a great point. It's time to see Sarah Strong carry like Tim Duncan in Wake Forest next year. Oh, shoot. I mean, they are going to have a Coso. Okay, probably Raven. Okay. And that's a good basketball take right there, because you're not just caught up on scoring. I say Joyce, take care of business like we expect them to. South Carolina just took care of business. Yeah. I like Joyce, but Raymond is good too for her overall game. Yeah. What teams has the best defense in the country to oh God, I love that question. UConn. Who do you guys think have the best defense in the country? Who do they have as the best defense in the country? Like defensive rating or just an eye test? I think it's UConn, but when Texas locks in, they're probably like the second best, like full court. Jay said UConn, Vanderbilt, USC. I think USC might be the fourth, because it kind of depends, like on the stats we're looking at. Points allowed or defense efficiency. How much they hold on opponent to. But I'd say me personally, from I've watched Texas, South Carolina in person, UCLA in person, UConn in person. I would say UConn, and then I would say next Texas. When Texas is really doing their thing, and then I would say third South Carolina. Um, then you got to look, and you probably not been watching TCU, and then Oklahoma Sooners. And that stats, when you're looking at stats and what their field goal percentages are, and what they've held teams to, um, rim protection. I think TCU. Well, I didn't put them number one. I didn't put TCU number one, but they're up there. But let's see where I think in my mind where USC Trojans are. I was talking about last year's Trojans. I damn sure would be having us up there. I love watching us. What our nation, number 5 in the nation in defensive rating, points allowed per 100 possessions. That's USC. I think after everybody I named, then comes USC. Defensive rating is 78.5, meaning opponents score roughly around 78, 79 points against us. But I think that I've seen them, if I remember, they would hold, even this year, I think we wouldn't let you score more than 60 something. And then it just kept getting higher and higher and higher. I think we're like top 5, even with JuJu injured. And this is without JuJu. Now with JuJu, I used to like the JuJu, the Rhea rim protection, Kennedy, of course. We just even throw Malia in there, like we made it difficult for you to even think you're gonna get 70 points against us. We're third in the country in the field goal percentage defense. I'm surprised. UConn and LSU have the same field percentage rating. Kennedy is a really good on defense. Yes, she is. Yeah, she say it again, Well Sports. She's my girl on defense. I mean at her high, I just love her defense. I think if you really watch her, she seriously has an IQ, and she's in the right place at the right time. She's turning her hips. She's getting in front. Steals, blocks. It's I wouldn't want if I was a offensive scoring machine and I knew that Kennedy was assigned to guard me, it'd be a problem all game. Like, God damn, where's this girl? Like, get away from me, like type thing. Like you're gonna work. You're gonna work. You're gonna, some people you're gonna contain, some people she can contain, but overall, she's gonna make you work to get your little points. Yes, me too. I like people who beat people to the spots and cut off angles. That's me. That's me, and that's what I love about Kennedy. And I like and I like that Kennedy is forcing the defense to go where she wants them to go. And I know Jazzy was like, cool, had the stocks and stuff, but Ken was right there behind her. So I was hoping that they weren't gonna say that they weren't gonna put uh Jazzy on the defensive um um first team over Kennedy. I think that would be hard. I don't see her as being as good as Kennedy, but damn sure good. Oh, oh my goodness. Enrique was arrested. Agumawale, breaking news, for allegedly punching a man in a club. Oh my God, Enrique. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Hmm. Man, sports love, please. Angel is one of my goddamn favorites in the whole WNBA. That the way she be picking them, the stretch fours and the four. Oh my God, the rebound, the box out, the blocks. The Angel is not. She's a dog on defense. That's my favorite defender on the WNBA. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't turn it back now. Sure. There, don't turn it back now. When you get to that point, it's like all in. It's like, wow. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break. There's soda in the fridge. Anything you want in there? Okay, here we go. 4-4, guy. Oh, 6-4. Let's see what. Dang, dang, Jay. And it's on TMZ, so you know it's true. The way that she defended Asia, I'm like, I can't. Nobody do it like her. And she gonna get better and better. She's determined to get better and better. And Angel is smart. She is like, I'm gonna make this Olympic team. I know this isn't the full roster whatsoever, but you ain't leaving Angel off that goddamn team. If you know better, She is just entertaining to me. She's just entertaining to watch. Cracks me up. He cracks me up. Yeah, I saw she was arrested. We don't know the report. Damn, what happened? Oh, the security deserved it? It was security? What did he do? Free Enrique. She's innocent. These monkey pictures in there suck. Oh, she was clubbing. It was her birthday. You don't get kicked out of the league for that. Like, shut up. Well, apparently it sounds like the security guard. Yeah, it was her birthday. Bougie! Bougie! She gonna, hell no, she ain't gonna get, yeah. We don't even know what, exactly. We don't even know what happened. She didn't get kicked out. I was hoping when I start first reading the words, I was like, oh my God, please, she did not do a domestic violence with her fiance. I would have been disappointed. Damn, why didn't you shoot the layup? Why would you overpass that? That's a wasted possession. You're right there. Why would she do? Why would that Ohio State girl, young girl, that's number 5? I think I remember her. I'm like, you. Matter of fact, when you leaped to do the layup, you had one more step just to go right up into the layup, girl. That would have been like, girl, you go ahead, girl. You doing your thing. Oh, number 2. Damn, kind of dribbling. You just pull up. Oh my God, you just come on the right side. And she knocked poor little Kylie Kitts to the ground. See, you see that, Jay? You see how number 31 she turned, used her body. Kylie went flying. I don't know if that's a foul or not, but that I felt like when you play Minnesota, you're like, you're just getting ping ponged. They're just so big and strong. Nah, guys, I don't see why she should get kicked off the team for that. We don't even know what happened. Damn. I wonder if it's all over Twitter yet. Let me see. Oh my God, Enrique. She were having such a great day. Celebrated, made a bunch of money. Now you gotta pay all these lawyers to get your ass. Oh my God. We lost 9 players due to injury. WNBA graduation, injury, transfer. Stop acting slow when y'all tweet about USC. What's she talking about? USC who? Aren't you a Trojan? You're a Trojan. I don't know what she meant by that. Oh, she just talking about losing 9 players, not 2 injury. Okay. They don't know. If you're not a USC fan, you don't know that this is a build. We lost a lot of players. Seeing people who can't name 5 USC players saying this week after the week they shouldn't be this bad is almost comical. It is comical. You don't watch the game. Lindsay was giving her valuable minutes. She doesn't defend, rebound, or produce any points for us. I think I know who they're talking about. I think I know what I'm talking about. I don't want to talk bad about anybody. I know. I just saw this. Was it yesterday or the day before that it was her birthday? Why the punk ass security guard gonna press charges? Miami ain't no joke. They don't play out there. I know exactly what she probably. She probably went to a club. She wasn't welcome. Where Crew and her fiance. That's a foul. Jelani was pissed. She's like, I'm grabbing this girl. You're not scoring. But Jelani gonna be real pissed. She better calm down because Minnesota plays rough, guys. They are one scrappy physical team. And this is and I think it's gonna frustrate Jelani because they may not call it, but they play. Oh my God, Jay will tell you and we lost by 1 point to them because we can get down with. If you want to let us play like they're playing, we can play that kind of game. But we didn't have enough offense. We needed Ken Dog and at least her 10 points. Dang, now I gotta find the charger. Golly, man. Yeah, I did see Oprah walk. She didn't look healthy the other day. I seen her walking in them hills. She was like, she didn't look very healthy. Now the players on Colorado are trading blows during spring practice. Now he got an off-season headache. Then didn't one of his players die in a tragic car accident? It's like one thing after another. Good shot, number 2. Good shot. Is that Chance? Who is that, number 2? Chance Gray? I could tell when she went to load up and pull up, the way she just came down relaxed, she was going to knock that shot down. Ohio State up by 1. Oh, wow. I remember when somebody said Joyce was better than Angel. I said, hell no. No. I mean, no. No, not yet. No, not yet. I don't even know if she will be. She's a little younger than her. Ooh, Jelani, go ahead. Dribble that ball, girl. Oof. Joyce Edwards, Angel has the double record in the SEC and didn't even play all years in the SEC. She got it over Sylvia Fowle, I believe. She's like, I don't know about Joyce being better than Angel Reese. Joyce was very solid this year for South Carolina. She was like first team, I think. Not mistaken. She did well in that starting position, coming up from the year before, coming off the bench. She's not touching Angel defensively at all. No, she's a good player though. Yeah, that's what she's gonna be great, but I don't think she's gonna be the all-time I think they think she'll be the all-time greatest, and I'm like over Aaliyah and Asia for South Carolina. I don't know about that. You never know. We just have to keep watching. I mean, if Chloe comes back being Chloe Kids, because Chloe Kids was considered the best player on the team last year. Like, I don't. Are they gonna keep Chloe and Joyce on the floor at the same time next year? That's what they think, but that's why we watched you. It's exactly that's why. That's all I can say is that's why we watch. At this point, I'm not getting you know me, I'll make a bold prediction. I don't care. I just can see the talent from a person and where their trajectory is from watching so much players over the years. So I can't put my finger like on it with I can't really say. But I can tell you that I remember Angel in her freshman and sophomore years. I predict I see more of Hamby, but we'll see. Like she's more of a now, that's a compliment though. Derica Hamby didn't even go to one of the top schools, and she was like a hooper. Hold on, that's too much. Oh, I remember her, McKinney, number 14. I remember her. Oh, this might having McKinney out might help Ohio State. I love that possession just now. I love that. She's good. Number 25. I love that possession just now from Minnesota. They were so patient and just powered that mess up. They're such a little, like, big, strong, corn-fed girls, bro. She's a good player. Grace Grosky, good. She's tough. She's tough. You know, on just now on that free throw, nobody boxed out. I didn't see they went in ready to go for the ball, but nobody was touching anybody. And then it allowed Jelani to get in there. I don't know, guys. Minnesota, Minnesota is a good team. I mean, if they can hold on, continue to play like that. Okay, so has the other game? What's the other game that I'm missing right now? I know I'm supposed to be looking at the score with Notre Dame. Let me see. Third quarter. Notre Dame. How is Hannah doing this? How come Hannah and them are still standing and we can't stand, bro? Like, 50-32. Wait a minute. What is 87-64? LSU up by RC, you ain't said nothing. You sure didn't leave the channel. You didn't even tell me Oklahoma and LSU have started. It's already got them only 7 minutes into the game, and LSU done scored 12 points, bro. 12-3. Oh no, I'm torn right now. On my big screen, I have the Big Ten on my TV. LSU and Oklahoma Oh shoot, charger. $18-18. I'm impressed with Ohio State hanging. They not backing down. Let's see how long they can hold on. What the heck is Oklahoma doing, bro? Like 14-8. Wow. She barely touched Chavez. If she did. Florida getting eaten up on defense. Down low. Michaela Williams, top of the key, bam. $14-10. Here comes Oklahoma. 20-18. Limala inside. Oh my God. Limala, you made the move and you did that. Kim's getting fired up. She's not liking them coming back. Like she's like, she don't play with Cobalt. She's like, you're too big for that. Grab the goddamn ball. Whoa. Chavez. Lay with the butter. To Sakaya. And one. No. She just made it. Went back up 16-13. Wow. I was dead wrong. About what, Jacob? Look at Minnesota. Oh, I thought that was going to be a switch. Don't wait long. Jelani been out. Go ahead, Jelani Cambridge. 19-13. Let's see what Chavez do. Bank it, Chavez. Nice move. Damn, you got the call too? You got the call. She is in that ref's ear. Look how she talking to that ref. Look how she talking to that ref. Look at that coach. Oh, NC State getting burnt, Jacob. Nah, you wasn't going for NC State. Stop playing. Stop with the gimmick. You a Hannah Hill doggo lover. You know you thought Notre Dame was going to do that. You believe in them. You know doggone well North Carolina State has not been North Carolina Stating. Does anybody believe, Jacob, that he was going against Notre Dame? Hamby? I predict I see more of Hamby, but I will see. Yeah, you talking about, you think that when you think that Joyce is more like Hamby? I mean, Hamby's great. She's great, but I don't know if she's got it enough to make the Olympic team. But I don't blame her for for trying, because every time Angel get up against her, she's not the young Hamby. She eats her like lunch meat down there, whereas Hamby used to be like Angel. Ooh, nice move. Number 3, jump ball. Come on, call the jump. Somebody get hurt. She's like, give me my hand back. Pull somebody's arm out. Kind of because Hamby doesn't give up. That's the kind of reminder of Joyce a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, like Hamby is a type of player, like she's down there, a little undersized, and she will twist her body, do different things in any kind of way to get the ball back up, and then and she'll come out with a rebound that you didn't even think she could get, and she's just relentless. Like I remember, like her back at the Las Vegas Aces, like she'll make something happen in the game that is like she'll keep them in the game or get them into the game to win it. It's so beautiful to watch. Like, here go Hamby, and if she can do it, she'll do it like back to back to back. Like, she's so relentless. I think that's what you're saying. Yes, I'm talking about Sports Love. That's what I love, that girl. Like when she had to leave the Aces, I was like, if you do that, she's the perfect anchor that you're looking for Asia. Asia don't like battling down there for boards and stuff. Hamby does. Jelani Cambridge is a hell of a finisher. Hell of a finisher with contact. I love that. I love anybody that, you know, is not afraid of contact when they drive and finishes and can finish. I love those kind of guards. Jelani, I think she's better than she was last year. And if she keeps on playing like this, she's gonna get. If she continues to elevate her game like she did from freshman year to, like, you saw the speed, you saw the talent, but she added more to her game. And if she continues to keep doing that each year, she's gonna be a top prospect by her senior year. And it's gonna be in a tough ass class too, the 2028 class. Same thing with Michaela Blake. She's gonna have to keep um, elevating her game, rounding it off. That's why she couldn't get. Well, it was only the AP that was it athletics or AP that Sarah Strong got the first nod for Player of the Year so far. But you got different levels of Player of the Year, so we're gonna see if she gets the sweep of it, or they're gonna consider others for it. Oklahoma staying in it, y'all. 22-17. Will LSU crumble? Because Little Miss Chavez will get hot on you, make you look stupid. Grace Knox in the game. Too many. Clear out. I was smart. Go ahead, Lay. What you doing? Grace, back to lay, back to Michaela at the top. Oh, you took that shot lay. I would give that to Michaela to take that. Oh, nice pass inside. Oh my gosh. Lake came over there and blocked that stuff. That was a shoot. That should have been a sure too. Block. Oh, Oklahoma. They said, nah, get that out of here. They balling. Oklahoma and LSU is balling. Chavez with the reverse. Ugh, didn't like that shot. It would have been good if it went in. Damn, why couldn't you make? You'd have made that shot. I've been like, damn, you was a bad little one, Chavez. Inside dribble, cut, nice pass to Minnesota. Beautiful. Oh, these girls playing. Oh, go, Jan. Oh, man. Sanaya Hall, future Trojan, has been named a finalist for Max Preps and the Naismith Trophy National Player of the Year. Let's go, Sanaya. Let's go, mama. Let's go. Introduce yourself. Right on. Introduce yourself. Pass it. Hurry up. 30-26. Are y'all watching two games at the same time? Jay, any news about Jazzy Davidson? You know, if you're back from getting something to eat, or Jacob. Okay. Halftime 32-28. Way to go, Ohio State. Wow. Wow. I don't know. I don't. I mean, I say keep running them girls. Wear them down. Wear them down. Excuse me. Wear them down. Okay, Ohio State. I ain't mad at you. Notre Dame handily got this right now. I don't see North Carolina State coming back from this. What's going on over there with LSU and Oklahoma? Where is let's see. Oh, so on. I got caught up. Do you think USC is a 9th or 10th seed this week? I do. I kind of do, Nicholas. I kind of do. I kind of do. They can't go no below. They can't go below that. The only thing they can do is go up. Yeah, based on losses and things, we'll see. They got to be at least that. I think. It all got to play out. Like, what happens if there's any more upsets like there was yesterday? To trigger something. Because I think they had like Washington 7th. And I don't know. I'm gonna see how Illinois plays, things like that. I remember USC versus NC State. That game was must-see TV. That was a great game. I was so excited. For the possibilities and just how Jazzy was finished that off, and it was just everything was just going well. It was something to build on. And then I just started to see. The whole picture. I just started to see the lack of depth inside, and I got worried, and I was like, I just feel like she kind of vanished. I think they're tired. I think 2 weeks off. I'm hoping, and if they have the desire to really kind of like end with at least the expectation of Sweet 16, it's up to them. But they got to use this 2 weeks wisely. I know. I think some of them need the rest. Very few, not a lot, but they need that. They need that 2 weeks. We need that 2 weeks off, and we'll have a lot more of the rest than a lot of these teams will. A lot of other teams, because they're gonna go far into the tournament. You know who I don't see going as far as they should, based on rankings, is and seeding, is Iowa. These news of the war is just driving me crazy. Like, what are we doing? Why are we trying to kill ourselves? Everybody, I mean, It's never ending thing, like, bro. Mm-mm-mm. I hope we could even get to the tournament. Jeez. Yeah, I remember how utterly hurt and disappointed I was in not handling Notre Dame at that point, and what that would have given us in terms of confidence, in terms of like um, big, huge confidence, and kind of recognizing who is our finisher, closure, and it seemed to all point to Jazzy because that's how she was. I didn't think she was like the main thing on the team. Like she doesn't want to be looked for, but she's like the finisher of things. And then Ken Dog, we wanted to see Ken Dog's offense match her defense. And then Kara was starting to get hot, trying to figure out her role. It's like it's like on our team we don't exactly know what our roles are. I think like you're specifically a great rebounder. This is what we need. This is something we need from you. You are a great passer, and you are a great 3 point shooter. Everybody needs what their thing is. You're the head of the snake on the press. Can nobody get by you? So we're at halftime. Y'all take a break. Go grab something. I'll be looking at your chat. I'm just gonna turn off for a second. See, they were Nicholas. They were going for the ball. Kara snatched it. She had the arm of Jazzy, the hand, and yanked it, and then she body checked her like out of the play. I assume to get to Kara, but it was like if she, the whole thing with grabbing her arm, like holding her arm, and then stopping and body checking her was like that was so dirty of her. That was so dirty of her. And it was like you could see right up until that point, they were told to play her physical. They were told to do exactly what they did to Jazzy to take her out. Because they watched UCLA do it. They watched UCLA Dukelis floor her to the ground. Another play, I can't remember the other situation. They're they're doing what they do to Juju, except I never seen nobody grab Juju's arm and do that. But they're doing what they do to Juju, but Juju's body is built different. She couldn't take it. It was too much, but she's tried to toughen up and come back in and everything. And it's not her shooting arm, so that's a good thing. But it's like, welcome to being a star player for USC. They're trying to hurt you, baby girl. I saw Jazzy hurt her shoulder. She and Hal went for the ball. She struggled later. Why would Hal pull Jazzy's hand when both were going for the ball? I don't know. And the fact is, when you look at it, Kara got the ball in her hand and she still body checked her. It's crazy, right? and everybody tore her up. Nicholas on everybody saw it. They talked that social media. They talked about Avery on that one. I mean, they came up with these hypothetical theories of she's jealous. She Jazzy took her spot, and I'm like, I wouldn't say all that. I definitely was. I definitely don't. I've always felt that she wanted to be exactly who she is on for Washington. She wanted to be one of the top one or two options. And then I heard it's like Idaho's an hour away, plane ride away. And then also I heard that Coach Langley was a coach. You know how you have several coaches coming at you, recruiting you, and that was Coach Langley was one of them. So with money and opportunity and promises, she decided to leave. I can't say at all she ran from the smoke that Jazzy was coming, because Jazzy is currently, in my opinion, playing JuJu's position. So I don't think that she left because of that. But I do know that she just wants to beat the Trojans badly, because the Trojans have always been in the way of Washington going further. So it was this competition, but she took it a little too far. Jazzy Davidson was named the Athletic Freshman of the Year. That's from the Athletics. So this is step one of starting to get the Player of the Year, Fresh National Player of the Year. Good job, Jazz. Let me go back to trying to figure out who's winning this game right now. I haven't heard you guys come back and say anything, so I assume LSU's winning. They're winning by 5. I think more importantly, I want to know from you guys who is winning this. Who, in your opinion, is going to come out on top between LSU and Oklahoma, and who was the favorite to win? I know RC over there stressing. Hey, Kayla, what's going on? Let's taking a break. Great games going on right now, Kayla. Just watching Minnesota, Ohio. I think they're in halftime. And then we got LSU, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, North Carolina State. I'm checking in. We're hoping that. What you think, Kayla? I'm thinking there was a question in the chat about getting a ninth or 10th seed in March Madness, but also I'm worried. Saying a prayer up for Jazzy what the MRI will reveal. I think, in my guess, it's a bone bruise or something, but um, she got 2 weeks to heal up, and it's not her shooting arm. So that's just a little tidbit about the Trojans. Have you caught any games, Kayla? Yeah, I think so. It was nasty though. Well, I was more worried from seeing her arm get pulled one way and then hit going another. I literally thought the way she bent down, because I've had friends who have whose shoulders come out. I thought it was dislocated. Yes, ma'am. I've been watching the game yesterday and today. Okay, who you got today between Oklahoma and LSU and Minnesota and Iowa? Oh, Jelani airball. Damn. Oklahoma, you got Oklahoma over LSU, Minnesota, okay, over OSU. Okay, Kayla. Honestly, I'm impressed with okay, finally she took that shot. I'm impressed with Ohio State because they actually play bigger than they are. I've seen Minnesota in person, but the fact that we only lost by one, but Minnesota against a sneaky big team, they playing solid, taking care of the ball, getting what they want. But Ohio State has a tendency to get in that fourth quarter, and after the first 4 minutes, they go at you if they're close enough. Now the Oklahoma LSU, it might be hard to beat your team twice, but um, Kim seems to be over there coaching her little tail off. So we'll see. 37 Ohio State. Kayla is up by 7 in the third quarter, but early third quarter. Yeah, they did. They did. They did. Molly Miller over there coaching her little butt off. He was shot. Adi was getting, Adi was falling down a lot. She looked exhausted. You missed that game, yeah. I just seen highlights, seen part of it. It was turning back and forth, but I paid attention. I definitely saw that happen. I started officiating lacrosse. Oh, that's interesting. How you like it? We had that. I think I remember. I think we had that at my high school. I should take that shot. It's 40. Well, I guess it's 41-34. She needed a three, I guess. It's at the front of the rim. I smell an upset, Kayla. I smell an upset, chat. You love it? You love the lacrosse? Okay. 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 What's the score, guys? Let's see. Um, Final. Notre Dame closed out North Carolina State. It's over. Hidalgo had 25 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 25, 5, and 5 game. She's hooping. She's hooping. Score with the score for LSU. I mean, only in the second quarter. LSU went by 10. And all the games are today. There's no more tonight, right? Let's see. There's something. So I can get some rest. Hell, I can get some rest. BYU, TCU. TCU's got that 32-19 at half. LSU, Oklahoma, about a minute or so to go to half. Third quarter, Ohio State 41, Minnesota 34. UCLA, Sacred Heart, Fairfield 35-24. Clemson, Duke 1, South Carolina 1, UCLA 1, Vanderbilt at 3 o'clock. I'll probably take a break and possibly come back for that, or definitely watch it. Alabama, Texas at 5:30. I think that'll be I think that for sure. If I don't come back for the 3:30 one, because I believe Vanderbilt will go on and win that, definitely we got to watch Texas, Alabama together. I know that Louisville and Syracuse are going to play, but without Dominique Darius, I think Louisville should have that. Iowa, Illinois at 3:30. RC, you about to have a heart attack today, RC. If you hear me, if you're within this earshot, you about to have a heart attack, bro. You got all your teams are on today. You may not make it out alive today, bro. One of your teams gonna lose. What's that around her neck? She got a bad neck. That thing might not come off and hurt somebody. Somebody step on it. I never heard you could take contraptions into the game. Ooh, dang. 114 just rode her out of bounds. Should have crossed her over to Lenny and then brought it back. I don't know what to say about this one. Ohio State is not trying to let this go. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my arms, she is steady. Your shoes are tired and everything. You gotta try to get back out there. Hard also gonna come in. So the twins gonna need a babysitter on the bench. Yes, he is. Yeah, we'll adjust that, but good way. That's Jalen. Look, he's right there. I remember that face. You used to bully me in school.
They're gonna call the cops on you.
Pardon? Five, six, seven, eight. Not much going on. I thought my boy was gonna come up and join. Y'all not talking much. I hope y'all watching, chilling, getting back. I think I'm gonna shut it down and watch the rest of this. If something exciting takes place, I'm gonna bring it back up and come back up. But good luck to all of your teams. Wait, baby T, you didn't laugh. You came in and I was about to wrap it up. What are you gonna do for the next 8 months? Wait, April, May, June, July, August. Oh damn, you nailed it. I forgot. Usually watch the WNBA. We got the USA team March in March, right? March 11th. I do like track and field. I don't know if I'll get out to see a USC track meet, but who knows as far as that. But usually I go into WNBA season and it's gonna be burning up here. I'm back in LA. I'm back in the Southern Cal, and it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna be burning up. I'm gonna have to get out. I know my play niece. She plays. She used to play for Coach Burns at San Diego State. She's been getting back into basketball, and there's a lot of women's leagues out there. She just sent me something on March 8th. Something going on at the Intuit Dome on Sunday. But the tournaments are still going on, so I don't think I can go to that. So we got March Madness, right? So give me about 7 months, right? And then I'm doing it. We do the count. We doing the countdown on for November 2nd. T. I don't know how that. You should have started the beginning of the game, T. Washington. It would have made you mad how Washington was giving UCLA a run. It's like UCLA needed to wake up. You know what I mean? Once they figured it out, and then they pulled ahead. But you mean the Big Ten Conference or UCLA winning in general overall? You don't want to see them win anything. Basically, I bet you. Yeah, okay. I'm curious if somebody could take advantage. Oh, the national championship. I don't know. I think that's UConn. I think he's trying to go. He's trying to go back to back. I don't even know if I want to see him go back to back. But then the only other team I would want to see do it is Texas. And we need them tickets as soon as possible for South Carolina. As soon as I see anything for that in UNLV, I'm gonna let you know. Because I know the USC Athletics will probably shoot that out for us. Man, we finna be tired if they keep blowing this whistle. Wait, I forgot. Sports Love, which one you watching right now? You watching LSU and Oklahoma? Let's see. Oh my God, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. Oh my gosh. Tina, when we at the game, don't laugh at me if a tear drops down my eye seeing JuJu come back on the court. Just let it roll. You just gotta know, man. Like it's when you, yeah, give me a call. Yeah, yeah. When JuJu comes back, I don't know. I'm probably gonna roll it, have a tear come down my eye. I ain't never seen that like this, like 18 goddamn much. I'm just like, oh my God. But it's gonna be fun. I know they're gonna make fanfare because people gotta admit you miss seeing that. I remember it's crazy. It is like Elena Deladon because it was like a dead spot, and Elena Deladon was just a bright spot in the game. It wasn't nothing really going on, and I liked her style of play. And when she started getting hurt in her back and all that kind of stuff, I was just like, ugh. I just backed away from the game. I needed somebody to kind of that excited me to watch. It was just, and then lo and behold, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. I actually cheered on the Chicago Sky. I got excited about that run because I needed, as much as like I wanted Candace Parker in Los Angeles, I couldn't watch her suffer anymore. Then we got the championship from her, so that was enough. And then it started getting exciting again. Then Becky Hammond came over to Vegas. I got excited about that because it was a different brand of basketball. They was hooping. I just love their style. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna shut it down so I can listen to the game. And you guys come back, please come back and join me. Anytime that I come back up, I will set up a schedule, or I might just impromptu come up during the game. But I'm watching this. I want to see the ending of this Tigers game, but I want to hear the commentary, and I want to see the ending of this Minnesota Ohio State game. And then we got some more coming up later on. Vandy, Ole Miss, right? Texas. Who did I say? Texas and who? I forgot what I said. I just read it. But anyway, we're not done. We're not done with that. So, yeah. I'll get back with y'all. Talk to you soon. Peace.
Around here, this is more than a game. It's family, it's culture, it's legacy. A community that understands the work, respects the grind, and honors the journey. From the hardwood to the highlight moments, to every player chasing greatness. This is where passion grows, where fans become family, where standards are protected, where women's basketball lives. Welcome to Everybody Loves JuJu 12.